It is time for this week's segment of Happier at Home. This morning we're discussing how to stay on track with our upcoming New Year's resolutions.
Ooh, I always look for a resolution with loopholes. For more now, we are joined by our good friend Deb Marcello from Happier at Home. Deb, good morning and Merry Christmas.
Good morning and Merry Christmas. I hope you all enjoyed it with your family and on to the next holiday, our New Year's.
Yes.
So true.
And with that, a lot of people are going to be making resolutions. So what do we need to know so that we're not falling off the wagon, a week in?
Oh, that is such a common thing. We have the best intention, and making those New Year's resolutions is so easy, but keeping track of them and sticking to them is the problem. So just like you would do with an exercise program or a diet that you're sticking to, certain types of foods, writing down and journaling is a really important thing. So I would suggest that you write down what your New Year's resolutions are, what your goals are, what your plan is to achieve that goal, and then journal about it. Once you're writing it down, it's in front of you and you could revisit it. You could make sure that you're sticking to it. So if you take something such as a goal of increasing your social connectivity, so a lot of older people, they tend to not go out as much, and so, or maybe that's because of lack of mobility, but you still need to come up with a plan for increasing that social connectivity if that's one of your resolutions. So perhaps write down a list of family members and friends that you want to connect with or stay connected with, and make a phone call to them every day. That would be your plan. Make a phone call every day, journal about it, make sure you're checking off those names and knowing who you connected with. It can be texting, it can be video conferencing, anything like that, or even making a lunch date to get together with people. So that's one of the goals that I suggest.
That's good advice. I'm going to write all of that down because Mr. Antisocial here, those are rules I need to follow.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
No offense, but yeah.
No, I know. I do want to talk, though, about how you can work with your family members in achieving some of these New Year's resolutions to make sure you're hitting benchmarks to get you to that goal you're trying to get to.
So when you're setting these goals and achieving them, you can incorporate your family. It would actually improve their lives and enrich their lives and maybe facilitate your relationship with them as well. So one of the things that I notice as our family has gone on is you kind of lose track of traditions and culture. So perhaps one of your goals would be to teach your family about your culture. So then your plan can be to really examine what elements of your culture and tradition have been left by the wayside. Think of the holidays, the things that you used to do when you were younger, when you're with your family, and write down those traditions. This is something really important to be able to connect the generations. And maybe it's through family recipes and things like that, but really create a calendar of implementing, sharing those cultural traditions. And kind of along that line also is sharing your life experiences. This is something that as you get older, you've been through so many different things. You know that you've had these life lessons that you could teach your children and grandchildren about. So think of events that maybe were challenges throughout your life, how you learned from them, write them down, journal about those memories, and maybe even how you met your significant other, just different things that you would be able to sit down with your family members, your younger generations, and really share those things with, and share how you learned that lesson through life experiences.
Deb Marcello,
that.
good advice on this Tuesday morning as we're less than a week away from the start of the new year.
I know. Completed bucket list item. We don't have time to talk about it, but my buckets runneth over, Deb. I'll tell you what. So I'll be reaching out for some extra advice. Hit us with the socials.
It's happieratHome.com.
Excellent. Deb, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. All of that is going on foxrochester.com.
Your local headlines are coming up next.